Okay, so we are back. We are back for another day of sports betting this Wednesday, the 30th of October, and we're going to be looking at the League Cup in England for value today. In this video, I'm going to share with you two bet builders, and I'm going to be advising to place 2 units on both bet builders. Trying to go for a sweep today. Put a lot of time and effort into both of these bets. Tried making them as simple as possible. And the odds, the returns, I really do like when looking at the probability of these lines hitting. As you could see below me, we've been on good form, well, great form this season. The road to 100 units is on. Hopefully we can hit that by Christmas. I'd be more than happy. Before I get into the purpose for today's video and share with you my 2 bet builders, I'm going to be breaking down both of them as I do on every video. Win or lose, I do this every single video. I'm going to recap my last video. So Brentford completely sold us. We needed them to win. They ended up winning on penalties. Don't want to speak about it, don't want to get too much negative energy. But yeah, we took an L, a rare double L yesterday. So I've put a lot of time and effort into these bet builders today. I'm really itching to go 2 and 0 today, and instead of placing 1 unit, I'm going to be placing 2 units on both of these bets. So we're going to be looking at the Brighton and Liverpool game and the Tottenham Hotspur and Man City game. In the Brighton and Liverpool game, we're taking over 1 goal, under 14 corners, under 3 cards in the first half, and over 9.5 shots for Liverpool. In the Tottenham and Man City game, we're taking a goal range to be between 1 and 5, under 14 corners, and under 3 cards in the first half. Very, very simple. Not many lines on these bet builders, and when looking at the probability, I'm backing each line to come in. So let's break down this Liverpool bet builder. So Brighton, they host Liverpool in the American Express Stadium this afternoon. Promises to be a high scoring game, to be fair. Both sides are coming into this fixture with a perfect points per game score of 3.00, and that's hinting at their impressive form, to be fair. The betting markets though, they favour Liverpool just slightly, offering odds of 2.05 for victory, whilst Brighton sits at 3.40. Statistically, the expectation for goals is high. The data does suggest an average total goal count of 5.25. When these teams meet, with a remarkable, very remarkable 100% of past matches seeing over the 2.5 goal trend. It's going to be a pretty fiery back and forth game, to be fair. The odds for over 1.5 goals is 1.18. So I see bettors seeking value there. Defensively, Liverpool hold a solid away record with an XG against of 1.11, contrasting slightly with the home of XG for Brighton at 1.61. So this is going to be a game full of volume. We've gone with the under, the high under on the corners, which I will get to in just a second. But let's look at the past games between these two teams. So, the last game on May the 31st this year, Liverpool won 2-1. And then last season, sort of 2-2 draw, 2-1 win for Brighton, 3-0 win for Brighton. Then if we're going back to 2022, a 3-3 draw. Bear in mind, this is a completely new and different Liverpool team. They play much slower possession based football under slot. Liverpool's past 5 games, 3 of them have gone over the 1.5 line, and Brighton's past 5 games, 4 of them have gone over the 1.5 line very easily, with those 4 all going over the 3.5 line as well. To be fair, they've seen a high volume in regards to goals, scoring them and conceding them. To be fair, Liverpool, they're 5% better in terms of goals scored. So let's take a quick look at the corners. So we're taking under 14.5 corners. The average corner kicks per match between Liverpool and Brighton is 10.73. So I do like that, to be fair. You could possibly boost that down to under 13 with the way Liverpool are playing. So these stats are going off like the past 3 to 5 years, you could say. Liverpool, they're a very more narrow-sided, possession-based team under Slot. It's going to see a lot of changes going into this season. So the cards, under three cards, so under 2.5 cards in the first half. So the first half cards average for both of these teams 0.85. But I don't like to take the under 2 on the cards just because of out of pocket scenarios. I like to just dilute the line and play it as safe as possible for the probability. Over 9.5 shots for Liverpool. I really do like this. Shots per match, Liverpool are averaging 13. Their shot conversion rate is 15%. And their XG and just the volume that I just read out to you, it just screams the over on that 9.5 shots. It's going to be placing 2 units down on that play. So another interesting game today in the League Cup. Tottenham Hotspur, they host Man City. The odds for a straight pick win for both teams are fairly even. I was going to go with Man City to win, but I'm fading the straight picks because even though we're on fire this season and we are up a lovely amount of units given the time of year, the amount of units and amount of losses you can see on our record that have been dictated from picking teams to win when they've gone and drawn or the underdog has won is getting jarring now. It's getting really jarring. So I'm going to be fading the straight pick win for just a second. So 70% probability in regards to the over 2.5 goals. So there will be volume in this game. Both teams' score sits at 55% and over 1.5 goals sits at 75%. So we're going with the goal range 1 to 5. So you're basically betting on the over 0.5 and the under 5.5. When looking at these two teams, their last game on May the 13th this year, Manchester City won 2-0, and the game before that 1-0 to Manchester City. Looking at their past games as well, so looking at Man City's past 5 games, they've all came between the 1 and 5 goal line, and that's the exact same for Tottenham Hotspur. So I really do like that. I really like this bet builder, to be fair. Only 3 sections and then under 14 corners. So what I'm about to read out to you, you might think under 14 corners, that's not a section to pick. This is the League Cup. Just bear that in mind for a second. This is the League Cup. So over 11 corners when averaging the two teams together has a 50% hit ratio. That's very high. Over 13 corners has a 33% hit ratio. 33%. So usually with my picks when taking the unders, I like to be between the 28 mark. I don't like going anywhere near 30, kind of playing with fire there. But this is the League Cup, it's not the Premier League, so the chances of Man City putting their strongest side out is pretty slim. I guess I may be proven completely and utterly wrong with that statement. But let's take a look at the corners in their past 2 games. So their last game they played, Tottenham had 7 and Man City had 4, giving you a total of 11. And that was in the 1-0 win for Manchester City. In the 3-3 draw. So let's take a little look. In the game which they drawed 3-3, it was 18 corners in total. Bear in mind that was a very, very high volume game. At half time it was 2-1 to Man City and ended 3-3. I'm sure probably a few of you remember that game. That was pretty hectic. I can remember we had Man City to win that game as well, and then Tottenham won and scored in the 90th minute. It was an absolute killer. So I'm going with the under 14. I'm going off as well the volume of both of these teams in the League Cup. When looking at the corners and the goals in domestic games for both of these teams, the volume tends to come after normally the 50th minute. So I say hoping because this is sports betting. I can't guarantee it. I'm not going to try and tell you a dream so I can guarantee that, but I'm hoping, looking at the data, that it's going to be a bit of a back and forth chess match up until like the 40th minute, and then you will see volume. There will be corners in this game for sure. As you can see, I'm fairly new to creating content, so if you could subscribe, I would appreciate it. If you like the video, please like the video. I also upload NBA content on this channel as well. We went 1-1 last night with the NBA. We were pretty unlucky to go 2-0. The night before last night, we hit an absolute lick and went 4-1. So yeah, other than that, hope you guys have a great day.